Hello everyone, so some unfortunate news here. So this video shows that Russia has finally destroyed a HIMARS, and this video is legitimate. It's not some video filmed out of focus, or with suspicious cuts, or showing a second floor building being hit. If you watch the video, you can see the HIMARS is near a pair of support vehicles. One of the support vehicles is still present during the strike when we see a Iskander missile target the HIMARS, and we also see a rocket cook-off. So I think this is a HIMARS getting destroyed, unfortunately. Now, these are typically used in a shoot and scoot fashion. So why was it in the open like this? I personally think the HIMARS suffered engine trouble, and the two support vehicles were here to try and repair it. If it was regular maintenance or reloading or refueling, I think it had been done undercover where the HIMARS couldn't be spotted. So I can only assume it broke down in the open and Russia fired an Iskander at it before it could actually be fixed. So unfortunately, the first HIMARS destroyed. No doubt Russian shills will loudly crow about this, which is quite funny, considering they claim to have destroyed more HIMARS than the US actually sent. So surely, if those many incidents were true, this shouldn't be a big deal. It's almost as if they were lying before. Now, the terrain and the weather. This area seems suspiciously green for me for this time of the year initially, which made me think this may be an older video. Maybe Russia only just releasing it for whatever reason. Maybe even having sat on it to release on a date after Ukraine has had a victory, such as the sinking of the Kotov yesterday. Unfortunately, today's satellite imagery of that area is covered in cloud, so I can't see what the area looks like. The most recent satellite imagery, February the 27th, shown here. And here, it does look a bit different and a bit frosty. But of course, weather changes. Google is showing the weather in this area today as cloudy today and rainy yesterday. So, if this is recent, then it could have occurred on Sunday or Monday, when it was a mixture of sun and clouds, as the weather in the video seems quite nice. However, I can't say for sure, but honestly though, I don't think it matters too much, as either way, a HIMARS was destroyed here. Geolocation time. So the HIMARS and the support vehicles are parked here near this tree line. As mentioned, I think it likely broke down, which is why it was out in the open like this, as Ukraine typically takes real good care of these usually. There's a reason they haven't lost one until now, in over 2 years. This is north of a settlement in Donetsk called Nikanarivka. Let's check it on deep states. So here's the coverage of a HIMARS from this position. Now, I saw some comments by Russian shills saying this HIMARS being destroyed is a sign that Ukraine is panicking, saying Ukraine sort of brought the HIMARS closer than they should because of Russia's recent successes near Avdiivka and that sort of thing. That isn't the case. This area is roughly the area where I would expect a HIMARS to be, because its purpose is to hit Russian MLRS systems and artillery systems, SAM systems, deployment points of the like, which are located further back from the front lines, rather than the front lines itself. Putting it further back, it wouldn't be able to do this, so this area here is roughly where I would expect a HIMARS to be. Given the coverage of HIMARS, we can't say for sure which area this one would be targeting. Could be Avdiivka, of course, but the coverage can hit a lot of important areas, such as around Bakhmut. That would be a valid target for a HIMARS as well. Ukraine has 38 of these in service. Now, before, when a bunch of Bradleys were destroyed, the US quickly sent a bunch of like-for-like replacements. So, hopefully that happens here, with a new HIMARS arriving in country soon. But we are going to have to wait and see. So, unfortunate for Ukraine, but a good strike by Russia here, no doubt. After, 2 years of lies and false claims and videos of logging trucks getting destroyed and third floor buildings being blown up, which they said was a HIMARS, here, we finally have got a HIMARS. Now, before we finish, here is a video from the Ukraine Volunteer Centre about the handover of equipment. They're still looking for funds, so if you can help out, I'd appreciate it. Donation information is in the description of the video. Thanks very much for watching, and take care, everybody.
Dear friends and allies, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each of you for your donations. directed to supply our soldiers with essential equipment and army boots. Your generous donation have become an inseparable part of our missions of supporting our troops, and we highly appreciate your input into their safety and comfort. Thanks to your support, we can supply our brave warriors with modern and high-quality equipment, essential for accomplishment of their combat assignments. Your kind-heartedness and readiness to help are the most inspiring example of solidarity and kindness that can make the world a better place. Your donations not only provide us with indispensable equipment, but raise morale of our soldiers. Your input says that there are people by our side ready to support and protect those who fight for us on our battle line. Once more, I want to express our sincere gratefulness for your generosity and love to Ukraine. Together, we can do better, and your input is priceless. With all the gratitude, Dmitro, the head of the Ukrainian Volunteer Center.